today we're going to scrub down my countertop, do the cabinets, give it a little bit of a facelift, declutter it, only put back a few things, take care of a corner in my kitchen and the place on the other side where my coffee maker sits. But first, smash on that subscribe word, tap on that bell, give this video a big thumbs up.
To the 12 people always liking my post, y'all want anything from the gas station?
We're going to do a deep clean on my countertop today. I'm going to take everything off, and we're going to scrub it down. I have a Comet 4 countertops from the Dollar Tree that we're going to use on the surface today. We're going to get it clean and ready for the day. I'm going to wash up some dishes in the sink. Then we're going to decorate the countertop with the bread box I picked up. And we're going to see about decluttering the junk drawer. And I know my cabinets need an overhaul. I rent and I scrub them the best as I can, and I will not put that much money into this place. When you clean like this, always start by removing everything from the countertops so you can clean with a clean slate. Getting all the canisters. Then I'm going to move the air fryer and crock pot. I'm grabbing the crock pot last. I'm going to turn my attention to the sink for now so we can get that side completely cleared off and wash up the little bit of dishes. I'm going to quickly wash through 5 or 6 dishes in here, get them into the dish rack. Then we're going to clean underneath the dish rack and move a couple of other items that are hidden up against it so we can do a complete deep clean of this countertop. And then at the end, I will wash out the sink with hot soapy water so the sink is ready for the day. Just a couple more things and the dishes are done. Moving the dish train out of the way with the other items that are hiding up against it. And I'm going to move the dish train to the other side. Move the dish drain to the other side momentarily. I'm going to work my way left to right and scrub it down completely. This is the cleaner that I picked up. It's with bleach. It's for kitchens. It removes stains and deodorizes. You can find it in the Dollar Tree. It is a 32-ounce bottle. If I see it again, I'm going to grab another one because it's about halfway depleted. And we're going to start scrubbing. We're going to start on the left-hand side. And I grab my brush. It is by Brillo from the Dollar Tree. Bought it last year when it was still $1. And this is what I'm going to be using to scrub down the countertops. Got the spray. I'm going to scrub lightly with the Brillo scrub brush. I keep chalk on the counter behind things because it keeps the ants away, in case you're curious to know why there was chalk there. And then I got a sponge with hot soapy water. I'm just going to go over what I did with the Brillo brush. So I used both the scrub brush and my sponge with hot soapy water. Now I'm going to grab a tea towel and we're going to rinse it off and dry it down. With the tea towel, we're going to dry off and rinse off the countertop. I'm going to put the dish drain back, then we're going to concentrate on the opposite side of the countertop. Onto the opposite side. I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to spray it down and scrub it lightly with do the walls as well. Needed some serious attention. And get a good scrubbing. Continuing on, I'm going to finish the counter area. Rinsed off the scrub brush and sprayed a little more. Going up and down, back and forth, all over the area. Around the light fixture. Now I got the sponge, and I'm going over everything that I scrubbed with the scrub brush. A little stubborn spot that I got. These cabinets are at least 50 years old. I've been here for 10 years. As I said in the past, the people that lived here before me did not take care of this place. They destroyed it. My landlord got it in as move-in ready as possible. The bathroom was one of the worst points of this apartment. It's a 3-bedroom flat. My bedroom I don't film in because my husband works from there, then he watches TV from there. He's cleaning his room right now. We're going to scrub up the cabinets, but I'm not going to spend too much time on them. I just want them to look somewhat clean and appealing for my viewers. I'm going to scrub it. And I tidied up a couple things on the inside that I noticed that were out of place. I have some decluttering videos listed down below. Then when we decluttered our cabinets together, I always check the insides when I'm scrubbing. This Brillo brush is doing a really good job. These are some handprints that I got onto the third one here. Such tall cabinets and bulky ones. They're out of place here. Just going to scrub the lip area above the cabinet and directly under the counter. Now I'm going to put back as little as possible. Kind of downsize the countertop. Things I don't use every day, they put to the side. My door that goes to the junk room ends up being a clutter catcher no matter what I do, so I'm going to pay attention to that during this video as well. I'm going to bring back the air fryer and the piece I made recently, plus my bread box I picked up. Putting things back, we're going to start with the air fryer, and I'm going to wipe it down so it's clean. Then I'm going to get my bread box from Target Dollar Spot and my friend's utensil holder. Put things back the way I want them. Then the piece I made from a Dollar Tree paper towel holder. I'll put the link in the description box below so you can take a look at it on how to make it. It was easy. That is all that's going to go back onto my countertop. I got the bread box at the Dollar Spot at Target. The fruit stand I made from Dollar Tree items. I put my spoons on top of the bread box, and I have my bottles from the Dollar Tree for my oils and vinegars right in front of it with the air fryer to the right, and the containers opposite of the air fryer are going to go in the junk drawer. This junk drawer gets out of hand easily and can be tough to open. I think these things are too bulky for it. We're going to take everything out, wipe it down, and replace it with the new containers from Target that I got at the Dollar Spot on clearance for 50% off. Always take everything out so you can start with a clean slate. And I'm going to wipe it clean. And then put things back. We're going to try these trays, see how they work. Looks like they're going to work well here. That's wonderful. Look at that. And this is a very old place, as I keep mentioning. And these drawers, my landlord's going to do a little TLC for them. And if I can get permission, I may put some Dollar Tree contact paper on them and update it just a little bit. But like I said, I don't want to put money into a place that I rent. When you declutter, it's always good to downsize on things. And I try to remove 5 to 10 items from every decluttering project. And I managed to. I got rid of a bunch of stuff that don't need to be in the tins. And I got to keep the tins to keep the trays from Target Dollar Spot even more organized, so they weren't just thrown in there like the front trays are. But those are mostly just pens and glue sticks and stuff that we use, and floral tape. Putting everything back. I kept Chuck from McDonald's because Jack likes them for her school lunch bags. Eventually I'll find a place for the rulers in this drawer. And the other ones were grungy, these organizers, not even worth cleaning. And they were dented a little bit, so we discarded them in the recycle bin downstairs. Getting everything out of them that we do use and will keep. Still trying to find a place for the rulers. And I found the spot. I'm putting the rest of the items in with some of my business cards. Let's take a look. I took everything out of the muffin tins and wiped them out clean. Put them inside the trays from Target Spot, the dollar place over at Target. And These fit nice and snug. They don't slide all that much. I'm going to get those sticky things that Dollar Tree carries that you can put at the bottom of trays and drawers and they stay in place. I don't have any. I gotta check automotive to see if that's where they are next time I'm there. But I like the way this looks, and hopefully it will stay neat and people in my house will put things back how they see them. The bag of bottles on the left stays there. I'm going to take everything out of this corner, sweep it. I'm going to only put back the little shelving unit, and only necessary things are going to go on it. Okay, everybody, let's get all this stuff removed from the little corner. It gets so cluttery in here so quickly. It's a war against clutter. It's very hard to fight it and keep it contained. I do the best that we can. My husband just puts things wherever, and we gotta really train him not to do that. Hopefully these videos will help. Now we're going to sweep over here. I keep chalk in the corner, again to keep the ants away. Ants hate chalk. Moving the rest of the stuff off the little cube tray from Five Below. It's supposed to hold shoes, but it's more useful in the kitchen, and I wiped it down. It holds those big stock pots that are a pain to put in the overhead cabinet. I kind of hit record and accidentally took a picture of myself. Can't wait to see what it looks like. Oh my, maybe I'll even post it in this video and in our community. Now I have these muted gray bins from the Dollar Tree that I recently hauled. If you're interested in my Dollar Tree hauls, I'll make sure I link the video in my description box down below. In my description box, there's all kinds of useful links. I do photography. I have a photography page on Facebook. I have a Pinterest account. I have TikTok. All those links are available for your enjoyment. Feel free to check them out. Feel free to like and follow in other places, including the Facebook group and the Facebook page. The page is different than the group. The group is more active than the page is. And I do occasional live events from the Facebook group. It's nice and deep, and you saw how bad that little cubby was, which is actually a shoe rack from Five Below. And I want to utilize it better in the kitchen because there's not a lot of storage. The storage here is awkward and hard to use. It's very frustrating, so I organize it as best as I can. In my pantry shelf, someone suggested, I think it was Lisa, a neighbor friend of mine, to get some curtains for the shelves to kind of hide them. And I may do that. It may be an inconvenience with my kids and my husband, but I'm going to look into that just to make it look more attractive. Putting the muted gray bins from the Dollar Tree onto the cube to help contain and hide clutter is a great idea. And now open the rest of the packages so we can put them onto the cube here. Then I'm going to house all those loose items that I took from the shelves that were spilling out all over the place into the cubes. And they're really actually pretty deep for the size. I was very impressed with them. My husband just walked through. He was cleaning the back bedroom. It's our bedroom, but he spends more time back there than I do with his job. I usually spend a lot of the time throughout the entire place when I'm filming and in my den when I watch TV. We like different types of programs, and we have a few different TVs. I have all the bins open now, and then we're going to sort and put the things into the bins. I don't label. I did try labeling. The labels fall off. So I have to fix my canisters and touch up the paint on them. And I'm just going to write on them with chalk. I thought the labels would make them look more aesthetic, kind of eye-catching, but they didn't stay. I'm going to put my aluminum stuff that I use when I cook for freezing, for easy grab. And then that bottom left one, I'm going to eventually put my crock pot down there because I only use it a couple days a week. And I'm going to put the chopping mats along the side there as well. I stocked up on those, so when I do clean my refrigerator again, I have extras to replace the ones that are in there, because even if you do clean them every single time, they do smell, and the smell doesn't go away. My husband was emptying out the dustpan. There's a bin now to house all the cereal, and it has a home now. So that was a real convenience, being able to do this and get it cleaned up. And alongside the wall there is where the big trays for the oven are going to sit. That is all done. That wasn't on time lapse, but I may be able to adjust that in the actual editing app. And I think that looks so much nicer with the muted gray bins, and then the heavier things down at the bottom as I usually do. And I put things up on the top that are a little bulky and odd for easy grab. Finally, this tiny countertop, the coffee area next to the stovetop, I'm going to take care of this. Starting with the clean slate, once again, let's remove everything from this tiny little butcher block. And I'll fix the counter too, because it is cockeyed once again. It seems to slip off occasionally. The landlord didn't secure it well enough. And it does come away from the wall completely. I think when the kids go back to school, I'll be able to actually do a cleaning video behind the butcher block and behind the stove. I haven't done a video on that in about a year. And I do clean behind them once a year. And I do behind the refrigerator once a year too, for deep spring cleaning in my kitchen. I'm going to put the Lazy Susan there with some of the coffee stuff. Trying to decide how I want things. Put the coffee maker back. I can put the Brita spray on there as well, and my Dutch oven back on the stove. That is what it looks like. I like Lazy Susan there. It's more useful in that spot. And things are going to hopefully stay nice and organized for when I'm cooking in here. And it will be a little more pleasing to the eyes. It's tough when you're in winter. We did a lot this morning. That's scrubbed down and organized. I like how this corner turned out. I may remove one of the bins from the Dollar Tree to put the crock pot there when not in use. I haven't decided yet. I don't want things on the countertop too much unless they're being used. And it looks nice. Those dishes are going to be put away when they're dry. I did re-wash them from cleaning the cabinets, and I washed out the sink. We did a lot today. I hope you enjoyed this cleaning video. I'll be doing these types of cleaning videos when the kids are home, when they're asleep, to give you some kind of motivation to get your own home clean. But before you go, did you smash on the subscribe board? Don't forget to tap that bell. That is very important. It tells you when I upload more content. And give this video a big thumbs up.